Girl noticed something strange when she was on an airplane. Obviously the plane had been up for a long time, but they were still sailing over a virgin forest. She was about to ask when they would arrive, but she heard a noise outside the cabin. Then the propeller stopped working. At this time, the captain has also been in a panic. It turns out that the GPS signal is lost. The airplane has long lost navigation like a headless fly. The fuel had been depleted by now. No one answered the only radio. The captain began to record his last words in despair. Then the plane went into an uncontrollable dive. Everyone grabbed their seats and prayed. Luckily, the captain was experienced. The plane not only made a successful landing, and the passenger compartment was well preserved. People only suffered minor injuries. Then they got up to check on the captain, but they opened the door and saw he had a tree branch stuck in his chest. Just as they were discussing how to rescue the captain, the damaged engine began to emit white smoke. Then it burned uncontrollably. Jack smelled the odor and kicked open the hatch. The crowd saw this and followed to escape. At the same time, Jack, who ran out, did not think of extinguishing the fire. Instead, he rushed to find his luggage. Luckily, there were still sensible people on board. Anna got the fire extinguisher and came in time, and put out the fire. Although she didn't understand what item in the luggage was so important, but now she didn't have time to think about it in detail. In addition to the flight attendants who lost their lives, there are still 9 people surviving at the scene. They don't know where they are. There is no base station in the primitive forest. Naturally, cell phones have no signal or positioning. What's worse is that the surrounding area is unbearably hot. Annie buried her head in her boyfriend's arms in fear. Then she heard a noise in the woods. She immediately turned her head but saw nothing. Only the foliage looked eerie. Just as several people were falling asleep at night, a figure walked up to the captain with his clothes. Then he pressed it to his head and smothered him. The next day, everyone found the captain dead. Everyone thought he was unlucky and died of infection. Only the man with the glasses was extremely confused, because the captain showed no signs of infection at all. And the creepy thing is, by the last day, when the military found them, several people not only became cold corpses, and there should have been 10 passports for 10 passengers, but there were only 9 bodies. Who was the captain's killer? Is he the missing survivor? And how did he escape from this dangerous forest?